Renee. Oh yeah, we gonna do it here. Right here in Listen Vision, y'all. Oh yeah, Miss Renee. I like how you sing it.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Girl, I like how you sing it now.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Hey! Welcome. Hello, and welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show with one of my dearest friends, Dr. Lady Nakia Wright, y'all.
Yes, happy Wednesday.
Listen, we're going to do the show a little bit different today, but I want to first start out with our sponsor, and that is none other than Novetica, your pet's choice. And I wanted to first of all let you know that in a few weeks we are going to have our final phase 3 launch of the innovative and revolutionary products that this free app from Novetica is going to give pet parents access at their fingertips, the entire pet industry. Yeah,
Revolutionary. This is great.
I'm so excited. And Dr. Lance, who you know is one of my mentors of almost over 3 decades, actually has us all reading Own Your Life. This is something that turned his life around 30 years or so ago when he started network marketing, opened up his first Carolina kitchen where you get your chicken and much more through network marketing money. You know, so that's awesome. And then he has his first book, y'all, Pet Work Marketing. Yes, he's a genius. And Dr. George C. Fraser calls him a polymath, which if you look it up is an expert in several areas. You know, it's a genius in several areas, and I can contest to that. So I just want you to be on the lookout for that. I'm going to have some information no later than next week. I might have it on my Facebook page before then on Pet Parents 360 for you to download and fill out a survey if you have a pet. So I'm just excited. Thank you, Dr. Lance, for being our sponsor for Novetica, your pet's choice, and Carolina Kitchen. Yes. So, I want to say hi to my mom, my sister Lisa, who just had a birthday on Veterans Day. I was home.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
Yes. Happy birthday to you. Hey. So I just want to say on hello. Oh, I gotta say hi to a woman's voice.
Hello, a woman's voice.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
I love it.
It's going to be an exciting time, a first moment that the world has ever seen. Make sure you share it with your social media audience.
Yes, and I'm being obedient to your and my and Charmy's first lady. You
Amen.
know, she's a bestie, but she's also my first lady. So
Amen.
I'm obedient in both areas.
Yes.
And so we just get this on the road here. I want to say hi to Chase. I love you. I saw him
Chase.
earlier today. God bless that beautiful son of mine.
Hi, Chase.
Yes. And what you might also say hi to yours because you know he's gonna get jealous.
Yes. Hello, my man child and my promise. Hello.
That's a magic.
Yes.
So listen, we're gonna do things a little bit different today. I do have some great entertainment for you to close out this beautiful segment. But my girl, our girl, asked me quite a few times if she could interview me. And, you know, I started this platform to interview others. I've had a lot of great things in my life and been around, you know, I retired the military, retired the government. I was in cosmetics, account executive. I was at Fannie Mae. I've done so much in so many areas and retired in the military. And so I just feel like I've done enough. But this one here, I'm just trying to be obedient, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. She wanted to interview. Can you tell them how all this started and why you are making me be so obedient?
First of all, let me honor and salute you for your years of service. As we've just celebrated Veterans Day, salute to you.
And salute
Thank
to
you.
all the veterans out there.
Yes. We don't take your sacrifices in vain. So thank you. I wanted to... Yes, the picture. I love that. Thank you, Jacob. That was great.
Jacob,
you are on it. Thank you. For someone who always provides platforms for other hearts, for someone who encourages me and many others behind the scene, I believe that there's a part of you that the world has not ever met. And it's such a genuine part of you that I believe will be a blessing to many. So the people in my tribe tell me, you voluntold us to this. So I didn't actually say, you better do this and you better do it now. I told her how many hearts she would save if she simply tell her story. The only thing you have is your story to share. And I'm grateful for her yes. I believe today is going to be life-changing. I believe today is a part of history in the making, and it's going to be part of her penned history. So I'm grateful that I am one of the ones that you said yes to, because this is great. She's probably the first lady of WLVS.
They have me thinking that.
Yeah, she is the #1 show on WLVS, and if that's not the case,
aside of Eddie Kane, we're the men
the
and the women.
#1 female show on WLVS. You see that? And she encouraged me to get my own show. She encouraged so many others. So why not hear the heart of the encourager? Wow. I believe it's going to be a blessing. Thank you for your yes.
Thank you for your ask.
Yes. So without further ado, I introduce to some and I present to others Dr. Renee Allen. Yes.
Wow.
And we'll start with, who is Dr. Renee Allen? Share with us the things that you're passionate about, the thing that makes your blood boil and your hands go in the air and your fingers ring the bell. What makes you passionate?
Well, life in general makes me passionate. That's why I'm always ringing the bell and woo and all that. I think I got this from you.
Yeah.
But I sure love doing it.
That's me. That's me.
I'm the oldest of 3 girls. The pecking order has been a lot of accountability. And so I really have passion in helping women.
Yes.
Even if they don't like me, I like to help women.
Yes.
And I love to see women thrive.
Yes.
I love to see women win. And in general, children and men, but women.
Amen. I love that.
And anything I can do to help that along behind the scenes or in front of the scenes, I just do it.
Yes. Yeah. I love that. For those of you that's just joining on, thank you. Welcome to the Dr. Renee Allen and Friends show. My name is Lady Nakia Wright. Yes.
My girl.
I'm married to the greatest man that ever walked this earth, Dr. Donna Wright.
My bishop.
Bishop Donna Wright. That's my boo. If you're listening, hey, baby boo.
I love it. When I get married, I'm going to be just like you.
Just like me. Happy is the key. Happy is a choice. And it's a choice I'm committed to the day that I take my last breath.
Come on now.
So I enjoy being a wife. He's good to me.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Bishop.
That's my boo, honey. Don't make these knees quiver. Glory to God. Many know you as the People's MC. If you do not know this by now, she MCs some of the hottest events in the DMV. DMV has something going on every night. And I don't know how you find this many hours in the day to always be present. But she finds a way to make sure that every event that she's a part of is extremely successful. How did you even get into the MCing business?
Well, I've always been kind of thrown into a leadership role from young. The military, always just kind of, helping to edify and elevate people and things. But the real reason and way I got into this arena was at the Classics nightclub. Do y'all remember? Hello,
I remember
come on, my
Classics.
people. And Barry Fletcher, who, Roger Gore and he, they were just twinning at one point, and Julie Rogers, a good friend of mine, Linda Flair Milner, they were the hottest MCs back in the day.
Wow.
They still are, but I'm just saying back in the day, they were doing all the MCing. And I admired and so loved them, but I was modeling. So one day, I believe it was Julie, but it might have been Linda. I can't remember which one, but one was sick. So Barry was like, I need an MC. So I just said, I'll do it. So I went from the modeling role to the MC role, and it transitioned over the years where I just MC.
Wow.
Now, the People's MC was pegged by Rashawn Baker's campaign.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I was always called community this, and always something, connecting the wires of, People's. But the People's MC was pegged to me by his wife, Christy.
Wow.
And she was very, very, and God bless her because she's not doing that well right now, but she was such a vibrant soul. And during the campaign, Baker, I'm out there with my girlfriend Debbie and all of the people, and They were like, "You are the people. We got them going," and they said, "You're the people love you. You're the people's MC." And I was like, "Hmm." And they just kept it
Catchy.
going, and everyone
It's very
started saying,
catchy.
Yes. So I have to give credit where credit's due.
Wow.
That's where it really started.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you need an MC for your events, shameless plug, Dr. Renee Allen is your answer.
Thank you,
she
ma'am.
brings so much life to events, so much laughter, and she's just a joy. That's why her calendar stays full. Pretty soon, I'll be driving up in her Bentley.
Come on now. That'll be because of Navetica.
Yes,
See, I love to
Navetica.
MC, but the way I'm going to make that lifestyle money is Navetica. Come
Yes, I love it. I speak prosperity over
Yes,
Navetica for you.
yes, yes,
Because when you look good in your car, so do I.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be picking you up.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So from women's empowerment, how have you bridged? I know I'm a recipient of your blessings. You and I met at my very first women's conference, A Woman's Voice.
That
And thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
A Woman's Voice listeners, for those that are tuning in. We actually were introduced by a young lady named Tashika Green. I'll be forever grateful for her for our introduction. And it was as if we were never strangers.
Yeah.
It was an immediate attachment to one another.
And may I say this? Tashika had told me during this show, because I had her on, she said, "You have to meet my first lady. You two have to meet." So she knew even before she knew.
Yes,
She kept saying it. And then I had your
Wow.
picture and I did something. And when I met you, it was like, bam, boom, pow.
Yes, we've been inseparable ever since. Yes. And it's
Yes.
these platforms such as this that have paved the way for myself and so many. For those of you that don't know, because Renee is very, you think that I am aggressive? Renee is very aggressive. And as a result of her aggressiveness, I now have my own show on WLVS. Yes, which is the #1 online life of book club called The Life of Books, which I'm extremely grateful for. And you found a way to merge. You use your emceeing as a way to follow your passion. And most people do not know how to merge their desire and their passion together. If there was any advice that you can give someone who is in what they believe to be their occupation of choice, but they want to take it further and they want their job to become their assignment, what advice would you be able to give somebody that wants to merge the two so that they can go home not feeling like they've been to work, but feeling like they've accomplished a life goal?
That is so good. That is so good. I wish you could repeat that question word for word, but I got it.
Thank you, Jesus. I don't think I could do it twice.
I haven't always been this way because you're not the same at 20 as you are at 30, 40,
That's
50.
good. That's great.
But what advice I would give in hindsight and what I have been living since my 40s would be to not allow anything or anyone to instill that fear in you or to dim what God is trying to bring out and illuminate to the world.
Amen.
Because people may not mean it in overall, but people's insecurities tend to come out and they shadow you because they don't have anything to shine.
Yeah.
So they're not, instead of waiting for their turn, they'd rather dull your shine or put your pilot light out. And sometimes that makes you feel, when you're immature, like when I was maybe in my 20s, you feel like, okay, well, I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I went from that way of thinking to put some steel-toe boots on because
I know
I'm
that's
coming.
right. I'm coming out. I want the world to know.
And I still don't do it in a bad way.
Absolutely.
I don't try to hurt anybody. I just shy away from the negative, nasty people with a smile and a hello and a goodbye.
Yes.
As quick as that. But the people who allow you to shine and want you to win like yourself, and you're a woman's voice women, which I have adopted. And by the way, I'm an honorary
Dream
member.
Team member. Yes,
I'm so
she
proud
is.
of that.
She got her own name badge and everything. I love it.
And let me tell you why I'm proud of that. Because I've been around a while now, some decades, y'all, and I have not, in all the circles I've been in, have seen a flood of the women like a woman's voice.
Amen.
I have some women in my life who are amazing like them. But overall, you don't come across a woman who doesn't really genuinely want to see you shine, win. You don't see, I just haven't seen it. And I've been, all these different, areas and arenas. So,
Venues,
so
yes.
something has got to be, So what advice I would give women, and I mean this for the 20-year-old to the 80-year-old, allow people to shine because God's watching all of us. So when you shine, I say, oh, you look good today. And I did tell her because this hair is bopping right here. Boom, bam, right?
Thank you, hair slayer.
Tell her. Don't hold on and say,
Maurice.
it looks nice.
Thank you, Maurice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maurice.
I love that picture they took of you too.
Thank
or you
you.
saw those beautiful eyes, like bam. But just don't let the devil keep the compliment buried. Let it flow. If you're thinking it here, let it come out here. So out the tongue and from the heart. Just say what you really see. You look beautiful.
Yes.
Can I help you? She's struggling with her purse and her baby and her bag. Can I help you? Don't allow the devil to let you see her suffer, because when one woman's suffering,
We all suffer.
we all suffer.
That's so good.
Yeah.
One of the things that I love about where I am in life, and I haven't always been here. You and I had a conversation today at lunch. Dinner.
Her
It was
birthday
lunch,
lunch.
dinner. My birthday dinner, lunch and dinner put together. Shout out to the Marriott Marquis that just absolutely spoiled us. Oscar and Cora, you are the bomb. If you're watching, you said you would. Thank you so much. You spoiled us.
The gentleman who sang, did he come over and sing? Oh, he never came to sing.
No.
You owe her a song.
You owe me a song. And David, who made sure that we had the right car.
Yes.
Thank you, David. Shout out to the Marriott Marquis. You're great.
I love it.
One of the things that I love is that the women that you've been introduced to through me is we have great leadership. Yeah. Bishop Wright has taught us the way. He has taught us that God is in us. And the only way that we're going to win the world is to be strong, consistent representations of who he is. And he is love. Yes. And you and I said this at lunch today. I am a flawed individual. Yeah. And I say this. I said, flawed people know the way out. As hard as I love today, I use my words to uplift and build, because there was a season in my life when I used my words to attack and kill. And as hard as I committed to the destruction of somebody else with my words, I am even more committed to speak life into somebody else with my words. Ma'am. Because I know who the core of me is. So I no longer use my words to destroy. Marcy said this the other day at a dinner that they had for me. Yes, Marcy. She said, I honor, I appreciate and admire you because love is your weapon of choice.
Come on now.
And I'm grateful that that can be seen. Yeah. And when I look at you, I feel the exact same way. Oh. I've never met anyone who's ever had an ill word about you. Mm-hmm. And in this day and time, that's very rare. And it's extremely commendable. There is not one resource that I've ever come to you for that you haven't been an answer to. And I call you, as I do the women that I walk with, an answer in the earth. You are just that. Wow. You shine so bright. You shine so radiant. And every day is not perfect in our lives. There are times when we call each other and say, I just need you to pray.
Yes, ma'am.
And during those moments, even through your pain, you still have joy. Your happy may be like, oh, I can't find it. Yeah. But your joy of the Lord is your foundation. Oh, yeah. And that's what I love most about you. You provide platforms, you provide ways, you provide contacts. You are a bridge of connection to anyone who comes to you, and that is commendable. You don't have a spirit of competition, you don't have a spirit of jealousy, and you are modeling the way, which is why we're here today. I wanted the world to hear your heart. I wanted the world to see your passion. I wanted them to know what moves you when you wake up in the morning, what you think about. And it's necessary because people who have a desire but don't know, they have a I want, but they don't know how to get there, you can give them that. You can give them that. When you are having a difficult day, how do you walk the day out without allowing the day to overtake you?
Well, I'm experiencing that right now. You know, when I have a difficult time, I'm always in prayer because
Amen.
I do thank the Lord for everything and every day that He gives me.
Amen.
But when I go through difficult times, this time last year, I was having a difficult time at my job at USDA, and now a year later, a difficult time with family. Some family issues, and all I can say, and I mean this from the bottom and top and sides and the inner soul of my heart, prayer.
Yes.
And if you are blessed enough, like I have my mother, my sister Lisa, Dr. London, yourself, and maybe 2 or 3 other people, Lena. I don't want to keep saying names, somebody get their feelings hurt, but I have a tribe. Oh, Karen. Oh, God. Just
Don't
so
start
many
calling
people.
names.
Girl.
Y'all know who y'all.
Woo!
She's not leaving you out.
How Melanie said, I'm going to start. But what I'm saying is, when you have people, that's great. But when you know love and have
Amen.
faith in God, that's what keeps me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have my mind right now.
That's the only thing.
I wouldn't
God
have
is
my
the
mind.
only thing that can
Yes,
keep you.
ma'am.
Yes. And He'll put the people that you mentioned into your life to sustain you when you think that you
God.
can't hear His
Thank
voice.
you, God. Thank you,
Amen.
God. Thank you, God.
For those that are listening, prayer is the key. And we make prayer so complicated. It's not. If you don't know what to pray, just say Jesus. He knows exactly what you mean when you say His name. And as Renee and I are sitting here and we're having a conversation, that's how easy it is to talk to Him. And that's
Come
your
on
prayer
now.
time. That's your peace. That's your sustainability.
Yes,
I was
ma'am.
going to get that word out
Yes.
tonight. That word was not going to take me out.
Come on now.
That's your foundation. That's the thing that keeps you. And I love you for no matter where you are, what platform you are in, you will not deny the fact that you love Jesus.
Oh, never.
Let me tell you
Oh,
something.
never.
I love that. In my very fresh walk as a wife and as the CEO of A Woman's Voice, I admired an organization and I wanted to partner with them. And I reached out to them and said I wanted to host an event. We were all set. The venue was booked. The date, the mark your calendars had been sent. And they informed me, you can do whatever you want. Wear whatever you want, film it, take this amount of pictures, but you can't say Jesus.
Woo!
And I said, how much would it cost me to cancel? Because mentioning Him is not an option. He's the only one that has kept, sustained, and is keeping.
They don't know.
They don't know. Let me tell you something.
They
They
don't
found
know.
out real quick. I don't care how big you are. If you are above the name that's kept me, I'm done. Let me tell you something.
Come on,
I'm
girl.
done.
Ring that bell, girl.
Yes.
Ring that bell over there. Look, I'll ring it for you. Boom, boom.
Let's ring my bell. And I admire that about you. That is something that's highly commendable. And it's something that you should not ever be ashamed of. That's who you are.
I don't see how someone could be ashamed of it. I do think it's because of the world, the media and all the nonsense, and sometimes the lack of leadership like now in the world. Because who could deny Jesus?
Let's not go there. Don't get me started. I felt the hairs on my neck stand up.
Charmy even moved.
We ain't doing that. For fun, how do you wind down? You have such an intense life, an intense schedule. What brings laughter to your life? Other than me.
Look, so much makes me laugh. I was at a meeting with Sister for Sisters Network just 2 days ago, and it got a little bit, not heated, but, we don't always agree, and I just started laughing. Laughter brings me peace.
Amen.
My son makes me laugh. He's a comedian, Chase. I love to laugh, and instead I laugh a lot of times to stop from crying.
Amen.
So when I come home, I'm kind of, this one here, I'm very, very obedient today. I usually have my little half wig and this and that, but she said, no, keep your little ponytail, because all this is mine, y'all.
Doesn't she
okay?
look fabulous?
But-
Why do you need to wear this? This is so...
Because that's what
So
we do in
becoming.
the media.
I know.
We do this and we do that. So I just kept my regular stuff on.
She said, wait, this is media head. I said, well, don't ask me because I don't know what media head is, because this right here is media head to me. Fabulous. I love it.
I love you, but I wear my own hair sometimes, but
It's gorgeous.
I get so busy that I don't have time to do my hair. And then, the eyelashes you put on, it makes the eyes pop more to the camera. Look, I'm a simple girl. When I'm at home, it's just T-shirts or some spandex cut off, gym wear.
Oh, I know.
I am so simple.
Yes.
But in the media, people do expect And you do have an obligation to look your best.
Yes.
But I didn't have to wear that today, did I, man?
Not at
Okay.
all. Because your natural beauty is so gorgeous.
I love having her around. You know what I'm saying, y'all?
You better have a cheerleader in your corner. It's necessary.
Yeah.
On days when you're not feeling your best, you need somebody to remind you. You got it. You go, girl. Let me tell you something. You walk out there with your confidence is attractive. So if you have nothing else but your confidence, let me tell you, you're already winning. You're already winning.
Yes, that's true.
And this was bold for you, and I love it because today most people live for the perception. And it is not as easy to live in their truth because truth is sometimes painful. And in the world of social media, where we neglect the ones who commit their lives to us, and we commit more to likes than the hearts that is with us.
Teach now.
How would you tell somebody who has hid behind a like that unless you share your story, unless you share your truth, people will go after what does not exist? So what advice would you give?
Well, if you look at Darnell Self's Facebook page, he talks about that.
What's his name? Say that name
Darnell
again.
Self and Tracy Self. They're good friends, very good friends of mine, like family, like you and I'm Bishop. He talked about this, and I was like, go ahead, bam, boom, put out. And he was like, Renee, I just love you, but I went off on his page. Facebook, and I tell some of my dear friends this, and I won't say their name, and I want to, but they'll be mad. Facebook is just a brand. It's just, in my opinion, a facade. It's a way to show people some of the things that you're doing, some of the things you want to do, and to ask for help on some of your events or things like that. When people go to the other side, they cross the line, go to the other side, and they think this is reality,
Yes.
that's where there's a problem. Because although you may like 100 likes like anybody else, when you depend on them and allow your mood to sway because of them, you need some therapy.
That's very good.
You know, you need some real therapy or some love or something's lacking, because that doesn't matter.
It does
It
not
really
matter.
And half the people, can I say, I like it, but because of hating and ridiculous
They
stuff,
don't really
even
like
They like it because they're looking at it, but they don't want to like it to give you any credit.
So my girlfriend Kim McKissick, shout out to her. We just spent the weekend in Chicago. It was fabulous.
Hi.
And she said this, which was so hilarious, and it gave me a new definition of the word. She said, for people who are on social media and they do not like a picture, you are a social media troll. If you on social media all day and you don't post and you don't like a picture, you are officially a social media troll. I love her.
And it's true.
It is the truth.
What's her name again?
Kim McKissick.
I love you, Kim.
Let me tell you something. She is truth.com.org.net. She said that's what you call a troll.
Yeah.
So let me tell y'all something. I speak to the spirit of a troll today on social media. If you don't post or you don't like, get off of social media because it is affecting who you are as a person.
Oh my God.
Because you hiding.
Yes.
Stop hiding.
And what about the ones, you have people, friends, boyfriends, husbands, and you just maybe do this with someone or hug them, and it's like, who's that? It's like, come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
I love
Come on,
it.
get it together, y'all.
Yes.
It's just a brand.
It's just a brand.
Yeah.
It's just an avenue to actually announce your brand. It's an avenue of marketing. It is a way to, snail mail. The U.S. Postal Service is so 1999. And social media gives you the opportunity to announce who you are and what you're doing, to announce it to the world for people to be a part of. But it should never create the core, the character, the integrity of who you are.
And I love social media. I mean, even right now with what I'm doing with Navetica, right? When you talk about Mary Kay and different other multi-level marketing companies, they didn't have Facebook. They didn't have, when they started, so it maybe took them 20 years, 30 years to get to $1 billion status. You're having companies now take 5 years to hit $1 billion.
How about that?
Because of social media. So social media is great. Just don't take it for your life.
Yes.
It's not a human being.
Yes, that's good. That's good. If someone is looking at Dr. Renee Allen, and it is they are looking for, show me how to do what it is that you do. You get up time after time, and you just become what is needed in the moment. What creates that?
A Jamaican father.
Come on,
And a
Jamaican
Cuban,
father.
Indian, white, and black mother.
Oh, what?
I have
That
so...
Dana is strong. That DNA is strong.
Look, I'm the oldest of three, so I could not. I had two, and I had no choice. So, and then, at 17, joining the military and just being able to go and spread my wings. But ultimately, what I credit it to now is just the zest for life, just the zest to try to get things out of me. I still haven't birthed that solo book, but I've birthed 6 collaborative books, just to get things out of me so I don't take them to the grave. So
good.
I can just leave my treasures on the earth for my family, for people that I have yet to even meet, so it can be a blessing in their life.
Amen. You look for your words to be able to bless generations after generation, a legacy changer.
Yes,
That's
like you.
Amen.
Yes,
Glory to
ma'am.
God. Yes.
Come on now.
Yes. This has been one of the intimate moments that I'm grateful for. You share your life week in and week out. You share your voice week in and week out. And there's so many components of your life that we don't know about. And it's not for everyone to know. We just want to pull the gems out of what it is that you know. And I appreciate the fact that you have shared your gems with us.
I appreciate you, and I am a private person, but being out and about and wanting to bless people, I don't mind sharing. And in the book, some of the books I have shared some very intimate things, like my last divorce, having a son and all that with Rebel Rising. But across the board, I just like to bless other people and let them tell their story.
Amen.
So I appreciate this, First Lady.
Yes. If
Woman of God,
Woman
diva
of
for God.
Let me
Come
tell you
on
something. He is the only one that can keep this mind of mine. Because without him, I will self-destruct. I am extremely grateful.
Me too.
If there were some words of wisdom that you could leave everyone that's listening today, what would those words of wisdom be?
Ultimately, Michael Jackson said it the best: the man or woman in the mirror. We always have one finger pointing somewhere, but how many are pointing back at us? 3.
Amen.
Right? So I've learned in my life, with wisdom and experiences of not doing the right thing, to just worry about me. When I say worry about me, work on me, compete with me, love me, take care of me, and then you can do anything you want to do for your family, for your husband, for your mom, for your friends. But if you don't take care of yourself, that's where everyone starts the depression and things start to wither and, whirlpool, because you have to take care of yourself first. So that's what I'm trying to do now.
Amen.
Eat better, treat people better, just anything I can do to be better.
I love that. I appreciate your truth about the things that you've been through whenever you share your story. Many who have consistently followed me know that I live by these words: flawed people know the way out. If you are looking for someone and who you perceive to have a perfect life, they cannot help you when you hit rock bottom.
Come on now.
Only someone flawed who has been where you have been can help you out of difficult places.
Yes, ma'am.
So I honor you, I respect you, and I appreciate you. Flawed but perfected.
Yes, ma'am.
You are making your mark in the earth. You will die empty. You will keep sharing your stories. You will keep sharing your experiences. And for all of you who have been a part of the Dr. Renee Allen and Friends show, who have made her show the top woman's show on WLVS.
Come on now.
Yes.
Come on. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, her journey continues, and she has a strong story to tell. Thank you for this moment.
Thank you.
Yes, I love you.
I love you. A woman's voice. This one
voice.
right here. I thought all my best friends were already in my life, and God
And
bless.
boom,
you.
here I come.
Bam,
Bam, just
and not
like
going
that.
nowhere. I'm gonna be like
Ew.
this. You try to go and be like. Thank you so much. Dr.
great.
Lady Nakia, right?
I love you.
Oh my goodness, you're about the only one besides my mother that could get me to do this today.
I love you. It was great. Thank you. If you're not following Renee Allen on social media, how can they find you?
Renee Allen and Friends. I do have a page. I don't have a social media person yet, so I'm doing everything myself. That's going to change as my trajectory changes. But I do try to keep everything updated within like 48 hours. You can Renee Allen and Friends at gmail.com if you want to comment or be on the show or just anything. And then my Facebook is Renee Allen and Renee Starlin Allen. And you can inbox me. Instagram is the People's MC, EMCEE, Renee Allen. And I mean, I'm open for everyone. You know, I may not be able to put you on right away. I usually try to pair people up and connect dots so you can leave here filled and with connections and et cetera. But feel free to connect with me. And if you'd like to sponsor, we're going to be doing some great things. I'll end with this because we're getting ready to have some entertainment by one of the anointed voices that I've heard in a long time, and she is here. I'm so excited, Bev Johnson.
I'm trying to figure out what Bev Johnson haven't asked me to do backup for her yet.
And I just wanted to say yes.
Yes.
And she looks beautiful, doesn't she?
Gorgeous.
And today we went over to the what is it called? The wino?
The blind
wino. And I didn't even know. My girl Karen Marie Austin invited me to a fashion show. I had been there one time, but when Jeremy talked about it, I didn't know that was the name of it. So we're going to be moving 10 shows from here over there to have a live audience, all kinds of things. Boom!
Look
Bam,
at that. The blind wino. Yes.
We went over there and had a wonderful tour with some of the other top shows, Spotlight on the City, Eddie Kane,
yes.
our main man, another Salis, you know, just, and of course, Life of Books.
Life of Books. Come on now.
So stay tuned for all of that, everyone. And I guess we're going to take a break before we bring up
Take a break? Yes.
Yes, I think we have, my number one guest 3.5 years ago, Silver Logan Sharp. Please support her CD, The Groovement. That is my girl. And enjoy her. And we'll be back with some really great music and gospel.
Yes.
Thank you, girl.
I love you. So great.
I got home with the ringing phone. By the time I picked up, just a dial tone. Was it you? Could it be? I'm just imagining how it used to be. I was born, wanna be alone. I guess I never really got it, but now I know it's not about me always getting my way. It's not about always looking for a change. I figured it out the second I walked away. It's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got me. It's all about the way I felt when you came around, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way it used to be. You see, it's all about the little things. I miss the little things. I take a ride, gotta get outside. Pull the windows down, trying to clear my mind. Where are you? Could you be feeling the same as me? Do you think of me? It's not about me needing any more space. It's not about everything will be okay. I figured it out, but then it was too late. Oh, it's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got me. It's all about the way I felt when you came around, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way it used to be. You see, it's all about the little things. Now I miss the little things.
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. Wow, if you have been listening in, my girl, Dr. Lady Nakia Wright, who I love and adore, and is the first lady at the gathering and also one of my besties. She asked me a few questions and got into my life a little bit in 3.5 years that I've been on the show. So I just want to say thank you, Dr. Lady Nakia Wright, and I hope it helped anyone, even if one person out there. But right now, woo! I have the sensational, humble voice of anointing, Bev Johnson.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look so beautiful.
Thank you, and so do you.
Well, I'm kind of bumming today, but
Well, if you're bumming, I mean, come on now, you're beautiful.
thank you. But you are stunning.
Thank
from
you.
the head to the toe,
Thank
girl.
you so much. I'm so honored to be here.
I'm
I
honored
just
to
feel
have
like
you
I
here.
dazzle it up a little bit, especially being next to my beautiful sister.
Oh, thank you. Look, I've been seeing her around for years, and she's such a doll baby. But most recently at the Purple Runway with Gigi McMillan, right?
Mhm,
Hey,
McMillan.
yes. We really started talking. I've always loved your spirit.
Thank you.
And we had a moment to
Same
speak,
here.
right?
Sure did.
And
we
then-
just hit it
Yes,
off.
like that. And I was with my girl Lena, and I said I got to go over here and talk to her. So we talked, we exchanged numbers, and I said I have got to have you on the show. And she is so busy.
This and he's talking.
And finally came. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And
I'm so honored to be here.
Thank you. We're gonna have a chance to hear her live too. We don't have a lot of time, so I want to get some of this stuff out because you are just doing amazing things. So let's talk about, when did you start singing? When did that crossover begin? And let's talk about your career.
I've been singing ever since I was 5 years old. Wow. Excuse me. I'm a church girl. I was raised up in the church, and I've always had a love for music, especially gospel music. I come from a family of preachers and teachers and musicians, and it just kind of rolled over, from my parents.
Osmosis.
I just kind of embraced it all. I was raised by my grandparents, and my aunt and I, my grandfather, he bought us a piano. They put us in, and I was in the band. We was in everything. So in saying that, but I embraced it all. Yes. My aunt, she just didn't have time for it. She's 2 years older than me. So in saying that, I just been doing it ever since then. And then God just called me to really just evangelize through music and speak and teach and sing about his goodness to the saved, to the lost, whoever would want to hear the good word. And I accepted that calling. And that calling was like in 2009 because I had been singing all over, doing background vocals, singing in community choirs. My husband was military. Wherever we would be stationed, I would get, join the church, join the choir, and would sing. And God called me to step out on my own, and I said yes. And there was some things in between. Husband got out of the military, had a wonderful military, was diagnosed with colon cancer, and we kind of went through some little turmoil there. And in the midst of that, God was calling me. And I remember falling to the floor when God called me because I was so worried about my husband. And I asked God, I said, what is it that you want? What is it that you want from me? Because whatever it is, I'll sing, I'll preach, I'll teach, I'll do anything. But don't take my husband from me. And I truly believe that God answered my call because my husband is still here today. And he
Glory to God.
is healed of colon cancer.
Jesus.
And that's been back like 2014, 2004. In 2009, that's when things start to, kind of come out with the colon cancer and everything. And I answered that call, and I've been running ever since.
See what happens when you're obedient. And when you
It's
call
nothing
out
like
to him,
it. Yes. Yeah, I'm a living witness when you
Yes.
call out. Everybody may say, well, you know, it didn't happen for me. It didn't happen for me. All I know is God is a good God.
yes.
And I'm going to give him praise for it because I believe he did it. I even have a song on my CD that he did it just for me.
I love it. Which one are
and
you singing
so-
today?
I'm going to sing Thank You for Loving Me Today. That's one of the songs that I'm promoting.
Yes.
It was written by Minister Isaiah Thomas, whom is a Stellar Award, I don't know how many time recipient.
Yes.
But it's a little different, but it's truly my testimony. Thank you for loving me. Just thanking God for loving me. I mean, because I'm not perfect. None of us are. But he still loves me in spite of.
Isn't that good?
And that's
that
why I love the
goodness.
song.
Favor ain't fair, girl.
All right now.
Because you looking good. And I already know
Thank
your
you.
voice because y'all in for a treat in a few
Thank
minutes.
you.
So let's talk about, you so humble. You said, well, background a little bit for this and that. No, background for Bobby Jones Gospel. And what else? Come on, name them, girl.
When we were stationed in Clarksville, Tennessee, and I attended this phenomenal church. It was Green Hill Baptist Church, and we were some singing people. And so Dr. Bobby Jones, and at that time, he had the community choirs, and he would have, you know, the different choirs come and sing together. So I was able to do that several times. At that time, Beverly Crawford was with him.
Wow.
It was an honor to stand beside them and around them. I've opened at my home church, Maurette Clark. Brown Clark was there. My group opened there.
From the
I've
Clark sisters?
no, Maurette Clark Brown.
Oh, okay.
And Lonnie Hunter. There's a couple of them that I've opened for and shared the same stage with. And I was just blessed, and God has just kind of put me in my own. I just do my own thing. I have a music and arts ministry. I have some phenomenal singers that sing with me. I love to embrace them and just elevate them because God elevated me. Somebody gave me a chance, so I give them a chance. It's not even all about me, it's about them as well. But this sophomore CD, I'm very excited about it because even trying to get through that, it took me a while. But I stayed tuned to what God had called me to do, and I'm very proud of it.
Well, I'm proud of you too, and I know this is a short interview, but I wanted to get you in. It was a short segment, but I wanted to get some of this in because I want the viewers to know you because we're going to have you back. And I'm going to officially ask you to come back when we launch at our new location over near the Nationals.
To.
Okay, that's in about less than a month. I think it's December. When is it, Jacob? It's coming up. So yes, I would love to.
We'll talk.
Yes,
Let me know.
but at this time, we are going to hear the soulful gospel praising anointing voice of Bev Johnson. So as we get ready, we can. How do you want to do this, Jacob? Yeah, we'll just take a short break. Don't go anywhere because we'll be right back, and then we'll be ending the show. But don't go anywhere. You're getting ready to hear a voice of an angel.
Thank you.
Chips. To my mother, I wanna know have I made you proud. And to my father, I wanna know have I ever been a problem child. And to my pastor, I've been trying to be in church a little more. And to my lady, just have patience, God's still working on me now. I ask for forgiveness from anybody that I may have hurt wrong. I've done, but putting it behind me. There are some things I gotta get right. Loose ends need to be tied up. It's been a roller coaster ride, but I'm gonna hang on. I was thinking the other night, what if my life was being graded? What would it say on my progress report? What would it say on my progress report? I wonder what it would say. To all my teachers, thanks for taking extra time out with me. To my producer, thanks for keeping a young fella on the beat. And to the soldiers, going out there and risking your life for me. And to my lady, just have patience.
Miss Renee Show. Hey, Miss Renee Show.